Blog Talk Radio.
And good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever and whenever you may be listening to us across the entire globe. Welcome to the cafe, the Psychic Cafe. Grab your coffee and tea, pull up a chair, hang out with us. I've got Ellie with me tonight. Hi, Ellie. How you doing?
Hey, Jack. Hey, everyone. Glad to be here.
We're here. Oh, so we had a great time last night with Michelle. It was fantastic. And I'm hoping tonight goes well. Um, it seems like Blog Talk's working okay and people are able to dial in. Got my fingers crossed. We've brought our live simulcast, through the radio with the phone lines back. And it appears to be working the last few days, Monday and last night, Wednesday, and tonight. So far, it seems like it's working. So that's great. Sean is in the chat. Hi, Sean. Shawnette is in the chat. We let's see, have a phone call, but they don't have their hand raised. So I don't know if they want to be live on air. So I'm going to tell everybody, call in 714-816-4628. Press 1 on your dial pad. That lets us know you want to be live on air. Otherwise, we assume you're just listening to the show, and that's perfectly fine too. You can, join us on YouTube. You can listen to the players online. You can dial in to listen, however you want to do it. But if you want to chat with Ellie and I, dial in 714-816-4628. Press 1 on your dial pad. That'll put you up in the caller queue. Let us know, hey, this person wants to be live on air with us. And if you are listening on radio or dialed in, join us on the YouTube Live. Just open a new tab in your browser, type in psychic.cafe/live. Yes, it takes you to that day's live every day that we're on. So that's all you ever have to remember. Psychic.cafe. That's our URL to our website, by the way. Psychic.cafe/live will take you right here. You can join us in the chat. And Sean, it's really, really quiet, Ellie. Not like last Thursday.
Everybody's preparing for the long weekend.
It must be the long weekend. Maybe some people, it's Thursday. Some people have already left, and they're traveling. And yeah, I heard it was going to be a big, they keep telling us how bad the economy is, but yet this is going to be one of the biggest travel seasons we've ever had, according to the AAA and everybody else that keeps tabs on that kind of thing.
Yeah. I know people love to travel.
Yep. I think actually the economy is doing quite well, and people are actually making more money than ever before. Prices are still up there, but a lot of it has to do not with the economy, but with what the corporations are doing. And the people buying up real estate and jacking the prices up. That's a thing that's going on all around the country right now. And so we got these high real estate prices, and it has nothing to do with the actual market. It's what's going on with these equity companies buying it up. It's all over the news today talking about that. I remember hearing about that. Yeah. I don't know if you pulled any cards today, but like I pulled some for the show today, got a couple of my favorite cards. I call this the mom card. The Queen of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. Another one of my favorite ones because it's 8. That's abundance. And how do we get abundance? Hard work, skills, and abilities, and of course, they're both pentacles. So it's talking about the material realm and, being down to earth and things like that, right? But when you get these two cards together, it's suggesting that this is a time to focus on building those skills or talents that will provide abundance and comfort both for you and those around you, your family and your circle. You may need to put an extra effort in or take on additional responsibilities right now, but the end result, it's going to be worth it. So that's what I got. Little message for everybody out there. And it's funny, it's perfectly timed because I'm doing a lot of that myself. Pamela Steele, she wanted a life coaching course because she wants to get her certificate. And so I hooked her up with Steve Jones's, the one that we've been promoting for like 15, 16 years. Thousands of our listeners, members, viewers have taken that course. But I was always an affiliate, and that's why we were promoting that course. I actually had Steve on the shows, interviewed him several times. But now the affiliate links don't work. And I've tried to contact them and get things fixed, but I'm not getting anywhere. I've been trying for like months now. And I think it's just the universe telling me, okay, you need to bite the bullet and, just make your own life coaching course for the guild and Psychic Cafe to promote. So I started going back through Steve's course, and I have this other course that cost me, that was about 10 years ago. It was $1,300. I think it sells for like $3,000 now, but it was $1,300. And I have that course too. It's actually several courses. It's got life coaching in it, but it has NLP, hypnosis, EFT. You get like 5 certifications out of this one course. And so I'm wanting to go back through that and back through Steve's course, and then I'm going to see, okay, what do I like? What is, really good material in it that I can replicate, put it into my own words, and then, what are they doing wrong that we can fix? How can we make it better? Things like that, maybe put in some spiritual life coaching and psychic advising, kind of put some of that in there as well. And I also have some ideas for doing some confidence boosters, actually people that take the new course, taking them through various NLP and hypnosis techniques to build confidence. So, because I know a lot of courses don't have that kind of thing, So I was talking to Pamela about it, and she wanted to get the course. So I gave her the link. Of course, it's not an affiliate link, but I happen to remember the link to a discounted version of the course for really dirt cheap. And so she and I are both going through the course together. She said, we could be study buddies. I went, yeah, let's be study buddies and go through it. She might even help me with my life coaching course, with the new life coaching course.
I was going to say, you should collaborate on creating a course.
It'd be really cool, and I still want to get her to do a course on the Steel Wizard Tarot, certified Steel Wizard Tarot reader course. Mm-hmm. And she put so much into, this book is fantastic that comes with it. And she said, I put everything in like, and I don't know if I can come up with anything else that would be like of interest. And I'm like, no, that's not it. Some people like reading books and they're going to get the deck, read the book, but a lot of people, they are audiovisual, and so they would benefit from a course. Plus we could add certification from the guild, and her deck is so unique, having the 4 maidens added to the court cards and adding, several major arcana cards. And then there's her wealth of knowledge and experience on, how to read, how she reads. And I think a course would be great. She said, I don't even know where to begin. I was like, well, I've created multiple courses, so I can help you make a course.
Yeah. Start with an outline.
Exactly. But maybe we'll do the life coaching course first. I've already had people in recent months, new members come in, and I forgot to take down the ad for it, but when they go there and they click on it, it doesn't take them anywhere. The life coaching course, it takes them to the article on Tarot Guild, the website, and explains it, but it doesn't take them to where they could buy it, and I'm like, oops, and but I have people inquiring, they want a life coaching course, to go along with their tarot studies and numerology and stuff. So it's like, oh, we need to get one out. So, I'm looking into that. I'm also, looking into some of my old NLP and hypnosis studies for certain techniques that because I want to do that part on the what do you call it? Confidence as a reader or confidence as a life coach. So I'm actually doing what I got for the cards of the day myself.
What did you get?
Yep. Rehoning the skills. I also want to do some audios. Like I would like to do some guided meditations through the tarot cards. Been wanting to do that for a while. Oh, people are starting to pop into the chat. It was like literally dead. But Ruby just came in. I don't know if it's pronounced Ruby or Rube because it's Rube. I like Ruby though, so I'm just gonna say Ruby. Anyway, Dan's there. Hey, Dan, one of our moderators. He's a lifetime member of the guild and hubby of host Michelle Matheny. And Amanda just came in. Hi, Amanda. And of course, we mentioned Sean. So yeah, people are starting to come in, and we got a phone call to go to. Did you have anything you wanted to mention before we go to phone calls? I don't know if you pulled cards or you don't have.
I suppose, real quick, I pulled some
Cool.
All right, so since it is going to be a long weekend, I figured, what are the long weekend vibes? What do we need to know? What's something we can focus on? And to pop this energy off, of course, we have that full moon tonight, I believe, or it's already been full moon. It's like 6 a.m. Pacific time, I think. But in any case, today is a full moon in Sagittarius, and I believe that is kind of that renewal of, or not renewal, but letting go of what you've been manifesting since the new moon, and now it's time to like set new intentions as far as what we're thinking about, but just kind of being in the state of release right now with the full moon. So the cards that I got were pretty interesting. So first and foremost, I pulled an oracle card to kind of give us the vibe. What is the general energy here with enlightenment? So again, it does really feel like it goes back to that, just thinking about what we can be grateful for, what in our relationships or when our career has been serving us, and how we can kind of let go of things that no longer need us to hold on to them, and then just kind of release out into, the universe, those kind of energies of holding on to things that we want to change. We want to see take it in a new direction. And that is very much aligned with the card that came from the movie board. Right here, we got the Chariot. So again, it's about that focus of mind, of will, of direction, and seeing like, what can I do here today? What can I release? What can I keep working on? What is it that I really want to intend to work on and create for myself as we move forward, through this new lunacy cycle. So yeah, I guess this nice long weekend is just giving us some time to think, to kind of be in this energy of kind of calm, I think is what I'm getting. Interestingly enough, because you wouldn't think the Chariot is calm. I feel like it's a very active card, but it's still very calm.
I just wanted to mention your audio is, at least to me on my end, we'll ask the people in chat, but it got super, it was very difficult to understand what you were saying. It was very muffled. Remember, you made the adjustments when we were in the green room and it got louder and sounded better. Well, now it went completely 180 degrees the other way. I can
Okay.
I can barely hear you. Let's ask the people in chat. Hey, Dan.
How am I sounding? Sound check,
How,
sound check.
okay, that's a little louder. That sounds better. Dan says
Oh,
Ellie sounds a little echoing. And oh, Maria just came in. Hi, Maria. Wow.
okay. I changed the setting.
Okay, that sounds a lot better. I can actually make you out really good now. Yeah, I
Oh,
don't know what
okay.
happened because it was sounding great in the green room after you made those adjustments. And then after the show, it was okay in the beginning, but after the show started and, it sounded okay in the beginning of the show. And then as time went on, it got more and more muffled. And I was like, oh my God, I can't even understand what she's saying about the.
Oh, or maybe I just mumble a lot.
That could be too. Yes. So I think whatever you did, it's like even more echoey now, but the
Oh,
volume is where we can actually, at least now we can understand what you're saying. So I'll take
okay.
that over, getting rid of the echo. Maria
All
says it
right.
does. Maria says it does sound better now. Yay.
Thank you. All right.
Awesome sauce. Awesome sauce. So now that we got that fixed, we can go over to the phone lines. Let's see. Area code 708's been waiting the longest. Hello, area code 708. What's your name and where are you calling from? I think hmm. Oh, okay. They had their hand raised, but now their hand isn't raised. So 708, if you want to be live on air, push 1 on your dial pad. That'll let us know you want to be live on air. Otherwise, we're going to assume you're just listening. Yeah, okay. So once again, 714-816-4628. If you want to call into the show, remember to press 1 on your dial pad to let us know you want to be live. I could swear they had their hand raised, but then when I went back to the switchboard, I brought them live and noticed that the hand had disappeared. So maybe they
Oh,
changed their mind. They just want to listen. That's fine too.
taking a quick break.
Meanwhile, we'll go back to the chat and see what's going on there. Amanda wants to know, uh, me and my crush, if we start contact, where it would lead. Okay, so you have a crush on somebody. The way you worded that, I'm assuming that you're not in contact with them. You haven't started contact, but you're wondering where would it lead if you did.
Hmm.
Okay. And oh, there's another one from Ruby too that I didn't see, and I will pull cards on that one if you pull cards on Amanda. By the way, to make it easier, guys, when you're typing where it says chat and you type in there, there's an emoji that you can push, brings up the emojis. There's the first emoji is like a pinkish hand. If you scroll down, you'll see Dan used it when he said, what does the universe have for me this evening? Because he's asking a question. He put the hand, it's like putting your hand up. And oh, by the way, Sean did the same thing. If you look at the very bottom, folks, Sean put the hand up and said, general for the next 3 months. So everybody, I just want to say in the future that helps us out a lot. If you hit the emojis and put up that hand, that pinkish hand, and then type your question. And if you have a specific question, just type that out. If you want something general, you can just say that, or you can say, can I have a message from the universe, please? Something like that. Okay. Let me go back down here again. All righty. So Ellie's going to do Amanda's about her crush, and I'm going to pull cards on Ruby. Will joy appreciate my love letter? All righty.
Ooh. All right, so Amanda, I pulled a few cards for you, one of which being an oracle card, just to kind of get a general energy of what you need to know in order to kind of take some actionable steps, right? If you want this crush, you kind of build that connection, you want to get to know the person, build that, beautiful foundation for potential relationship. one of the things that is recommended here by Spirit is a perfect harmony. Now, this oracle card, a perfect harmony, speaks to just kind of establishing, again, that kind of baseline friendship, that kind of establishment of, hey, I'm interested in getting to know you person. I really want to create the kind of energy between us by establishing a really good foundation. And the reason I say that is because the tarot card that accompanying this card is the Four of Wands. So the Four of Wands, when you see this in a reading, just really speaks to that energy of laying down foundations, having people around you that nourish your life, that make you feel accomplished and happy and give you a sense of stability. So kind of what I'm getting just from these two cards here alone is just a real emphasis on building a really good foundation for a relationship. And that does mean initiating contact. So one thing I want you to kind of keep in mind and keep an eye on is this Five of Swords energy. So the Five of Swords is all about that mental kind of like clashing of ideas. It's that like snippy, snappy, like, oh my gosh, what's going on? I don't know how to elaborate my feelings. I don't know how to elaborate my words, right? Swords being about mental energy, communication. So I think the advice here really, again, is to just lay down a really good foundation. So that way, when this Five of Swords comes up and there's ideas or maybe things that you want to express, you just don't know how, you already have this kind of baseline understanding of what you want this person to understand about your feelings for them. So I'm getting lay down a really good friendship foundation and initiate that, that crush by that means, and that'll help build a relationship. That'll be this nice, beautiful, solid Four of Wands that'll help kind of get you this Five of Swords. But yeah, I hope that helps. And good luck.
Awesome sauce. Awesome sauce. So Ruby wants to know, will Joy appreciate my love letter? And I think it's a big fat yes. Got the Two of Cups and the Four of Wands. So, you can't go wrong with that, right? And then just for good measure, I got one of the cards that Ellie got, the Chariot. Victory. Yes, this is looking really, really good for you, Ruby, there. And then also, I just did Dan's real quick, and then I'm going to have Ellie do Sean's. I think Sean had the next one. Wait, now I got to find it again. See, this is what I mean when you don't have the hands up, folks. Make sure you put the emoji. Put the hand emoji. Oh, Nigar did it. Okay, good. People are starting to catch on here. Okay, so I'm going to have you do Sean's, Ellie, general reading for the next 3 months. I'm going to do Dan's real quick. He had said, what does the universe have for me this evening? And I've got a good one for you, Dan. 2 6 cards, 2 success cards. 6 is success. And it's also balance and harmony and numerology, as you know. And look, literally the success card, 6 of Wands, and then the 6 of Swords, you're making slow, steady progress towards your goal. So you're on the right track, the universe wants you to know. There we go. And then Ellie's going to look into Sean's question. And I'm going to see what the next one is. I'm going to go check that out.
Okay. Sean, the next 3 minutes. What does Sean need to know? That's a card. Yep. Okay. Oh, I love this for you, Sean. Okay, so the card that I got here is the 10 of Chocolate Pentacles, which is the 10 of Pentacles. This is the Winnie the Pooh, or Wisdom of Pooh Tarot, rather. So it's one of my favorites, and I honestly really, really love this card. Not only is the 10 of Pentacles the card that represents like a long-term kind of investment of your energy, of your time, maybe even resources, just coming to like the fruition point where you kind of look at it and you say, oh my gosh, I can't believe I've accomplished this. This is amazing. I'm ready for whatever's next. So the 10 being kind of that end of the cycle, that kind of ending, but it's a good ending in the sense that now you have something to carry it over into the long term, and this will just be something that you can hang on to and really rely on. So whether that's like the energy you've put into a project. Maybe it's an investment that you've made. Maybe it might be like money. I don't know. I just heard like surprise money. I don't know if that makes any sense, but so hey, who doesn't like surprise money, right? If something just all of a sudden comes up and you're like, oh, cool, I found a $20 bill in my pocket, right? Um, so yeah, this is actually feeling really good, really lucky. We got like a lucky energy. And then just out of curiosity, I wanted to pull a number here for you, the angel number deck, just to see what is the energy, what is the sign to look out for? What is ooh, yeah, okay, this might be career actually. So we got number 1144. So maybe 11:44 a.m., 11:44 p.m., $11.44. I don't know. But this level up is really interesting because with that Ten of Pentacles, it really feels like something that's coming to you that's really gonna pick it up for you. So very exciting. I just got really like electric energy right here from it. So yeah, best of luck. It's amazing. Sounds good.
Yeah, we're getting all great stuff for people today. I love it. In fact, the next one for Nagar is no different. I'm going to do that in a second here, but I did want to mention new people coming in. Joanna and Nagar, of course, and Michelle made it in. Hi, Michelle. Michelle Matheny. She was on with me last night. It was so much fun. Sean says, thank you. I'm trying to start a nonprofit for kids. I think that's what it's about. Awesome sauce. And I wanted to mention again about the pink hand emoji. If you have a question in chat, the emoji button is, where you type in where it says chat. It's on the right side. You'll see the emoji button. Click that. It brings up all the emojis. The first one, at least online on desktop, I don't know about on the phone, but it's the pink hand. Click the pink hand like you're raising your hand and then type in your question for us there. Wanted to mention, let's see. Oh, okay. Here's all of our URLs. So if you want to contact Ellie, go to her page, find out more about her, psychic.cafe/Ellie. And my page is psychic.cafe/Dax. And you can message us from those pages. Now, you have to be a member of the website. So go to psychic.cafe, and it's a full social networking platform. It's not just a website. It's like Facebook, but none of the negative stuff and all psychic stuff all the time. Yep, it's just us. And it's free to join. www.psychic.cafe. And that'll take you over there. You can join with your social media accounts. There's buttons for Facebook and Instagram and everything. Or you can put in an old-fashioned, username, password, and email address and get yourself in there. And then as soon as you get in and sign in, when you go to our pages, you can click the message button and send us a private message. You can ask questions. There's actually buttons to, at least on my page, I forget, Ellie, you'll have to tell me. On my page, I installed some buttons where you can just click and buy a reading. And then if you want to grab us a cup of coffee, psychic.cafe/coffee. That's our tip jar. If you want to send us some love, get us a cup of coffee. Maybe you're enjoying the shows, you get something out of it, you learn something new each time. It's definitely a lot of teaching moments in our shows if you're like a budding reader or something like that. And if you had a mini reading that you liked or something like that, you can send us a cup of coffee. Go to psychic.cafe/coffee. Also, that's the way you jump the line. So if you want to get to the top of the caller queue, make sure that we take your call or make sure that we answer your question in chat. Buy us a cup of coffee. Let us know in the chat room. Remember that psychic.cafe/live if you're not in the YouTube live right now. And just type in there that you bought us a cup of coffee, and we'll stop whatever we're doing. We'll go right to your question or phone call. We'll spend more time with you too. And that way you're also assured that we'll get to you, because we don't necessarily get to all the questions. Some shows we do, sometimes we run out of time. So Negar was asking about let's see. I'll leave those up there for a minute here if you want to get the. By the way, they're actually I can turn them off because they're down here too, folks. I guess I should always mention that they're in the scroll. So, the phone number as well as our pages and the coffee link and everything is down here in the scroll. Okay, Nagar wanted to know, will Haken, probably not pronouncing that right, will this H person come in with an offer of work cooperations toward me? Does he already have this in his mind? Well, like everything else so far tonight, big fat yes. So he shows up as the King of Wands. He's literally ready to go for it. Okay. Ace of Wands. Yes, this is going to be a great new opportunity for you. And then, hello, cooperation. Yes. Multiple people working on a project. He already has it in mind. Yes. Big yes, yes, yes. 3 yeses on that. Okay. Let's see. Once again, 714-816-4628 if you want to call in. And who's been waiting the longest? Looks like area code 305. Caller, are you there? 305. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Eileen from Florida.
Hi, Eileen.
Hi, Zach.
How's it going?
I'm Dax. I always
Dax.
get that. I'm sorry. I apologize.
That's okay. A lot of people do that. What can we do for you?
So I finished my project that I started 2 months ago, and now the ball is in my client's hand, and he mentioned something about me getting on a plane and delivering the work to him. Is he going to say, yes, we want you to come out, and we'll buy you a ticket, an airplane ticket to deliver the painting, or will I ship it UPS next day air?
Awesome.
That's my question.
Ellie's going to pull cards on that for you because I did the last one.
All right, Eileen. So the 2 cards that came out,
Ellie?
Yes. Hi. Can you hear me all right?
Yes, I hear you. I'm on the phone, and I'm seeing you in front of me.
Oh, cool. Hello. All right. So that means I can show you these cards. This is cool. So one of the cards that came out when I was shuffling, concentrating on your, what you need to know about the situation, what you need to know about the client, I got here the Hierophant. So the Hierophant is a card that to me speaks to somebody who is very knowledgeable about something. They're very learned. I'm getting this energy as the client. So this client, I think they have kind of like a method that they want to follow in order for you to deliver what it is that you wanted. And which one is in your favor? Just shipping it or delivering it in person? Because I got the Ace of Pentacles, and this means that this is to your benefit. This is an opportunity for you. I'm kind of feeling, honestly, that it's you actually getting to fly out there. So I'm not sure which one you prefer.
That I actually what? Wait, that I actually what? Will go out there?
Yeah, is that kind of what you're leaning towards? You're hoping to head out there and fly out there to deliver? Is that what you're hoping for?
Yeah, I think, because I really liked his energy, and I'll get to meet his wife, and I'll see his new home. And, and just get a relaxation, have a vacation for a change, because all I do is work. Oh,
my gosh. Okay, yeah.
And I would feel safer. I would feel safer carrying it on the plane and, when it gets there on the same plane with me, rather than putting it in UPS's hands.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's very interesting here because the Ace of Pentacles, again, is that card that speaks to new opportunities. And in the traditional deck, I don't know if you can see the card I'm holding up right now is this really long pathway heading out into the mountains. So it feels like an adventure. But in the traditional deck, it's kind of like this garden that's just beyond the path. So it's almost like opening up to this great new opportunity, but you got to move out of a comfort zone. So that's really great that you want to get out there and, take this flight to go out there and meet them, because I feel like this is going to be a really good opportunity to have this person in your court. as the Hierophant. So somebody who, again, is very knowledgeable about what they do. They love to teach, they love to help, almost like a mentorship kind of energy. I feel like this might even be, in essence, somebody that you can come to rely on to help out when you have questions or when you want to learn something new, and this person can be a resource for you. So honestly, this feels like, yes, take that opportunity, go fly out there. You know, that's presented to you, go for it. That Ace of Pentacles there is a
Okay.
big, yay, awesome.
Awesome. Woo. Thanks for the
Sounds good to
call.
me.
Eileen.
Okay, so thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate it both. Have a
Best
good
of
night.
luck.
Thanks for
Thank you.
calling in. We appreciate
Thank
your call
you.
back. Yep. Awesome. So the phone lines are wide open at 714-816-4628 if you want to call in. Remember to press 1 on your dial pad when you get through. And let's see. Irene came in. Hi, Irene. And Anila. And Nagar said thank you. And I said back about looks great, Nagar. And I pulled cards for Irene. She wanted to know if there's time, a message from the universe. So I'm going to do that. What else? Oh, real quickly, I just put in the URL to Maria's book. Maria's in the chat right now. Actually, if you want to talk to her about her book, let me pop it up here, actually, the Angel Practitioner Handbook. And it's now in it's the revised edition. I wanted to say the second edition. It's a revised edition. Yes. So she's, made it more readable, added material, all kinds of stuff. And there's the URL, psychic.cafe/angel book will take you over there. I also wanted to mention that our own Catherine Hahn, I can't talk, our own Catherine Hahn started a new group on the Psychic Cafe website, and it's located right here, psychic.cafe/transformational channeling. Yes, it's a little bit long, but it was a lot longer. I got her to chop it down so we could, have a halfway decent URL here. And give me just a sec as I do the HTTPS. And I'm going to grab this URL for you guys and pop that into the chat for everybody. And you all can join that. And she made it a private group because it's going to be a little bit more on the private side. And she's going to be doing channeling sessions for transformation. And this is the thing. I thought she made it private because it was going to be a paid thing. And down the line, it actually may be a paid thing. But she said for right now, it's free. Yeah. And her first channeling session, I'm assuming she's going to be doing this over Zoom live. And the first transformational channeling session that she's going to be doing is going to be in June. So you can go to this URL right here, psychic.cafe/transformational channeling over here, or just go over to Psychic Cafe in the navigation, just click on groups, and it should be like the first group because she just created it. And I did all the, artwork for the cover and the logo, and we got it all set up. And just request to join, and Catherine will get you in there. And then you'll be all set for when she starts in June. So I just wanted to mention that because that just happened literally today. That's right. Okay, let's take a look at Irene's again. It was the message from the universe. Oh, and it was so funny because I was reading that and I pulled the first card and I literally got the message from the universe card when she asked for a message from the universe. Every time you guys ask for a message from the universe, the judgment card should show up just to mess with us. I actually call this the cosmic wake-up call card as well. Okay. And what it's talking about is, okay, I also got the Eight of Swords, eight's abundance, but look what's going on in the swords here. In this card here, she's surrounded by swords. Those are thoughts and ideas. So Irene, a little bit of overthinking. I feel like you're not focused on a single idea. You may have too many irons in the fire, too many ideas, or you're overthinking something. Okay. But, and there's competition, but you have the high ground with the 7 of Wands. And then the 6 of Pentacles comes in. So, what you need to do, the message here is to be, notice the scales, be very balanced with what you're doing materially. Okay, that's the message coming in. I feel this has something to do with work, your business, something along those lines, and the universe, that's what the universe wants you to do. Balance balance your approach, get rid of the stinking thinking, don't overthink things. Remember, you have the high ground. There you go. So that's the message that came through for Irene. And then you were talking about, and it's really interesting because the next question involves this, which is the full moon you were just talking about. And I looked it up, and yeah, it says May's flower moon, May 23rd, reach its peak around 9:53 a.m. Eastern, 8:53 a.m. Central. So I'm assuming that's 6:53 Pacific, something like that, according to Old Farmer's Almanac. So I thought that, talk about the synchronicities on this show. So you talked about the full moon. I looked it up, and then I look at Anila's, and Anila puts, what changes is this full moon in Sagittarius bringing in for me?
Ooh,
Cool question.
yeah, we got that full moon energy today.
Yeah. And Ellie, you're up. So that's yours. You get to do
Okay.
a full moon question, which I'm really curious to see how this comes out.
Yeah, interesting. All right, so for Anila.
Oh, and
let's
Jennifer
go
just
ahead
came in. Hi,
and-
Jennifer. Can I please get a mini reading? Yeah. If you have a specific question, Jennifer, just go ahead and type it in. If you want something general, just say, hey, can I have a message from the universe? So go ahead and use the hand emoji. You see that, scroll up a little bit. You see that pink hand? Yeah. Click emojis on the right, put in the hand, and then your question. And then that way I'll notice. And by the way, Kay came in as well. And Kay, may I have a reading? Yes. Same thing for you, Kay. Hit the emoji button. And okay, so Jennifer says something general. And then Kay, just hit the emoji button. We're trying to train everybody to do this, so because it makes it easier in chat for us to spot the questions. Put the pink hand emoji, and type in your question. Okay, go ahead, Ellie. Take it off. Take it away. However you say it.
Oh, I'm not on mute. Okay. Sorry if there was a lot of noise. I was shuffling. I thought I was on mute.
I'm just
Okay.
having way too much fun. I'm sorry.
All right. So Anila, your question was regarding the full moon, and I believe what does it have in store for you? What changes are coming? So let's go ahead and get the oracle card that came out, and I feel like this will help with the 2 cards that accompanied it, because we got 2 tarot cards that typically we feel a little bit heavy when we see them, but trust me, this is gonna feel good. This is gonna feel great, because the nostalgic, oh, I forgot, this deck has a little bit of nudie booty here. So nostalgic release. This is all about letting go. And of course, that coincides with the full moon, right? It's all about the phase now. We are in release. So this is the time to kind of let go of things that no longer served us. And the 2 cards that came out to accompany that here, of course, we got the 5 of Cups. Now, the 5 of Cups appears in a reading when there's something that we're holding on to that maybe just we need to let go of. And it's time to kind of like, again, release. The theme here absolutely is release. There are still some great things that you can focus on. In retrospect, it might come to that point where you're going to look at stuff and say, yeah, this period was a little difficult, and there were things that I wish had gone down differently. There are things that I wish I had seen coming, so I could, better react to them or better be prepared for them. But there's also golden lessons to be had from, this previous cycle. So anything that maybe you look back on and you think, I wish I would have, done something different. It's okay, because now we move forward with those lessons. And the other card that accompanied that was the 10 of Swords. So yeah, again, pretty heavy card here, but honestly, I feel like the 10 of Swords is a great card for coming to terms with things that we have to release, right? The 10 is the culmination of a cycle. It is the end. It is the opportunity that brings that liminal space between the ending and the beginning of something new. So it's really that opportunity. And honestly, all three of these cards are speaking to release. So I'm just going to keep saying it, release. If there's something that you feel like you're ready to just let go of, this is a beautiful time to start a new chapter. Because again, with that 10 of swords, we've hit the bottom, we're done, we're over it, we're ready to go back up now, right? When you fall, you're ready to get back up. Just keep trying. So I think what this full moon in Sagittarius is really encouraging you to do is to take a look at things that no longer make you happy and acknowledge and be able to release the things that you're just ready to get rid of, right? It's like a declutter almost, the sense of declutter. So really about letting go of what doesn't serve you and be ready to receive the new chapter, which is things that are going to serve you, things that are going to make you happy. Because now that you've seen the past and you've said, you know, I know what I don't do and don't want from these situations, I'm going to move forward in my power to make sure that, you know, I don't have to go through that again. I've got new lessons and I'm ready to move forward. So that's what I got for you. Hope that helps.
That was terrific. Yes, yes. Very quiet on the radio tonight. We had a lot of calls on, I think it was last night and maybe Monday. Remember last Thursday was when we started it back up again, and we had phone calls. Saturday we tried it and Block Talk wasn't working again. Sunday with Pamela, it was working, and also Monday and yesterday and today. So it looks like, yay, it's working again, but not as many calls as last Thursday and as last night and Monday. So it's really quiet out there. If you want to dial in, about 14 minutes left till the bottom of the hour. So 714-816-4628, and you'll be up next. Meanwhile, Jennifer had wanted something general. So the 7 of Pentacles, Jennifer, I want you to reevaluate what's going on. Okay. And this has something to do with the material realm, which, you know, could be your finances, could be career, job, something like that. A lot of times it's more the wands, but also the pentacles, you know. So this guy's reevaluating, and then right next to him was the 10 of wands. The this card is called the, you know, traditionally called the overburden card. Okay. So you're going to be tempted to, you may already feel a little bit pressured or overburdened. And if not, you're definitely going to be tempted, you know, with the reevaluation with these two cards together, you know, you're going to be tempted to think that way. But the strength card comes in to say you need to have the inner fortitude to just go for it, move forward, because this is the thing. You're within steps of your goal. The figure in the card is, yeah, he's carrying too many staves here, but he's almost to this house or building in the background, which is, that's the goal. He's almost there. And this is what happens. People tend to give up when they're on like the 1 yard line. The goal is right there. You know, you could probably lunge forward and get into the goal, you know. So Jennifer, hang in there, and just keep pressing forward. You're almost there on something. I don't know what that is. You have to figure out what the message is. But, you know, that's what I can give you in a quick general like that. Let's see here. And then Kay finally put their question in. And we're going to go to the phone lines because there's a phone line question. Yay, there's a call, Ellie. Before we do that, though, real quick, really cool stuff. Catherine's back. Compassionate Light. Now, she's not live on Fridays yet, but she's doing pre-recorded shows, and we put up the first one from the Soul series. It's available on the Compassionate Light group for her show on Psychic Cafe. Also, obviously, here on the YouTube channel. And you can find it in the playlist, Compassionate Light playlist. We have a playlist for each show, folks, on the network. And so Catherine is back. She's got a few more of these, and then she'll be going into the Mind series. She's actually doing a series of series. She's doing Mind, Body, Spirit, and like Mind, Body, Soul. I think she did Body already, and she's doing Soul now, and then the last one is Mind. And then each one of those is a series. And it was supposed to be a month for each series. But, she was, knocked out by some illness and some things for like a month and a half trying to get back. Well, she's pre-recording things. And in addition to us putting up those shows, like I said earlier, she started that new group. And not only that, let me go over to the website here so I don't tell you guys the wrong thing, right? So not only did she create the transformational channeling sessions group, which you can join now free and get in on those transformational sessions, on her other group, let me see if I can find her other group. See, there's Compassionate Light. Where's the other one? Oh, there it is. All Things Spiritual Virtual Book and Audio Club. That's right. And I wonder what's the URL on that one? Is it Book Club? I think it's Book Club. Hold on. I'm going to get this for you guys. I should have had this already. I'm going to put this in the chat for everybody, the link to the book club. The book club is starting up, and she's already posted here. July 26th, 1 p.m. Central is going to be the first virtual meeting of the book club. And they did a poll, actually a couple of polls, one on, the best times and days and everything to have the meetings, but I think they're going to be recorded anyway. And then, what book to do first. So they had like the 4 Agreements, The Alchemist, The Untethered Soul, The Power of Now, Eat, Pray, Love, and Art of Happiness. And the majority of people picked The Power of Now. So they're going to start with The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. I love that book. It is fantastic. And if you need a copy, go into the group there and sign up for that group. It's free and it's an open group. Anybody can join. So go over to that URL and here, let me pop that up real quick. Book Club. There it is for you. Psychic.cafe/book club. Go over there, join the book club. I have a link where you can get the book. And the first meeting anyway is June 26th. All righty. So very excited. All this great stuff coming from Catherine Hahn. She is on the ball. And I told her today, I said, Catherine, you're going to be my poster child. You're going to be the pinup girl for how to do Psychic Cafe right. She's got the radio and YouTube show. She's got the groups. She's creating different groups for different things. She's got her profile all set up and everything, and the custom URL and everything like that. Awesome sauce. Okay, so there'll be no show tomorrow, but the next show will be Michelle's Mystic Corner. We talked about it last night, Saturday, May 25th. This Saturday coming up, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern. Join us for a journey through all 36 Lenormand cards. Actually, not only are we going to go journey through the traditional 36 cards, we're going to go through the extra cards because we are featuring Ciro Marchetti's Gilded Reverie Lenormand, which has 7 additional or 8 additional cards or something like that. It's like 44 cards instead of 36. That would be 8 additional. Is that right, Michelle? You can tell me in chat. It's going to be fantastic because we already had an episode of Michelle's Mystic Corner where Michelle talked about the Lenormand deck, some of the history, some of the reading methods and spreads that are used with it, and what makes it different from, say, Oracle cards and Tarot cards. Now we're going to go through each individual card. This is going to be really exciting. I can't wait for that. That's this Saturday. I'll be guest co-hosting. And then on Sunday, instead of a show, it is our Zoom discussion and Q&A, which we do on the second and fourth Sundays, 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. All you got to do is go to psychic.cafe/Zoom. And that'll take you right to the Zoom for this discussion and Q&A on the 26th. And we'll be answering all your questions about Psychic Talk Radio, the network, the YouTube channel, Psychic Cafe, the Tarot Guild, becoming certified, starting your business, becoming a tarot reader, becoming a psychic advisor, any questions about tarot, numerology, psychic mediumship, animal communication, hypnosis, NLP, all the things that we cover. It's wide open, join us, find out how to start your own show. Maybe you've always wanted to podcast, be on YouTube, do live radio, take phone calls. Everything's fair game. And you can come in a little earlier, 10, 15, 20 minutes early, because I have it open like 30 minutes before the start time. So the start time is 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern, but I'll have it open earlier than that. Just type in your browser, psychic.cafe/Zoom, and that'll take you right into the meeting. I did want to mention that I am considering changing the time on this, only because we don't have a show. That's why we're doing the second and fourth Sundays. We don't normally have a show anyway. But I'm thinking of moving it to the show times, the weekend show times of 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern. What do you guys think about that? I'm thinking about moving it back, which that way it will open up some time in the afternoon on Sundays for me to get some things done myself, and also for other people that want to go out and hang out and what have you in the afternoons. So, have this nice meeting at 11 a.m. Pacific, and then we have the whole afternoon. Anyway, so that's a thought we're working on. So that would be for June. We may start that up in June. But this Sunday, the 26th, 1 p.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern. And don't forget our coffee page, psychic.cafe/coffee. And the sale is still going on for spring through this month. And then the prices go up in June. So 75% off right now. It's a killer deal. It's going away. $78. You're a member for life. You get my course, Tarot by the Numbers. It's a $297 course. You get it free. And you don't have to pay for certification. Our regular membership, you have to pay separately for certification. Certification is included with the lifetime membership. So go over to Psychic Cafe and you'll see the sale pinned to the top. And it's a slightly different banner. It's our I think it's our, let me look at it. Yeah, it's the purplish violet one that's $39, 2 payments, because you can also do $39. You pay $39 now, $39 next month. You are paid up for life. You get all of our free, you get our free course, our the free certification. You get all of our live Q&As, live workshops, panel discussions, and other members only content all year long, and you'll be a lifetime member. So forever. And we've been here 20 years. So we're not going anywhere anytime soon. Alrighty. So yeah, go over and grab that deal while it's still available. A lot of people, like basically everybody in the chat that is highlighted in blue with the wrench, like Dan and Michelle and everybody, Maria, Charlotte, they are all lifetime members. And you can sign up right now for just 2 payments of $39 or $78, one-time payment. And yes, it is the number of cards in the tarot deck. That wasn't by accident. No. All righty. So, Ellie, gonna have you do the next phone call here. Area code 929. Caller, what's your name? Where are you calling from? Area code 929.
Hey, Hey, Dax, it's Stacy again. Hey, how are you?
Hi, Stace. Where are you, Stace?
Right now, I'm currently in Brooklyn.
Oh, you're in Brooklyn. Okay. Right now. All righty.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, right now, yes.
So what would you like to ask Ellie?
Oh, yes. Hi, Ellie, how are you?
Hi, Stacy. Doing well. How about you?
Thank Good. Thank you for taking my call.
Yeah.
So, Dax, I'm calling back because I was doing some research. And I know I talked to you in regards to the lawsuit. I mean, at one time, it's like there was a piece of missing evidence. I mean, I knew I had a lawsuit from the beginning. So there was a piece of evidence that was that I found that can prove my case. Okay. So now I would like to know which lawyer should I go with. If I give you initials of the last name, one is a female and one is a male, are you able to tell me which energy feels good? I mean, one is bubbly, and I think the other one, I think they're both good, but I just want to see what the card says.
Okay, so what we can do is I can pull a card for each of the, I guess you said lawyers, so energy A, energy B, just to kind of get that little mix of, their energy. But I would also love to encourage you, trust your instincts. If your instinct is having you lean more towards one than the other, just kind of attention to that. Let's go ahead and pull for energy A. I'm not sure who you want to assign that to. Do you want energy A to be the female?
Yeah, and then energy B to be the male.
All right, let's do that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pull. I'm shuffling right now. What do we need to know about energy A? Okay. Oh, very cool. All right, and energy B. You got the cards out here before I tell you. All right. Okay, so just real quick, two cards. I can pull more if we need to get a little more clarification, but I want to gauge what you're feeling when you hear about these cards that come up. So for energy A, the female, interestingly enough, we got the Emperor. So this card is all about this very I want to say like a divine masculine, but very sure energy. So I'm thinking that this female maybe actually has a lot of authority. She's almost comes off as very authoritative. She knows what she's talking about. She's got this very stable kind of energy where this might be somebody who they know their stuff and they lead people. So I don't know. You described a bubbly energy, which is pretty funny because that divine masculine usually them as too bubbly. But again, people contain multitudes. So that just could be one aspect of her as a person that you may not even really see until you get to work with them. So just kind of keep that in mind. The Emperor for the female, person A. Now for person B, the male lawyer. What we got here is the Eight of Wands. Now, the Eight of Wands is that card that really speaks to fast communication, it's travel, it's a very swiftly moving energy. And I feel like this person may be somebody who works quickly. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, because sometimes we may miss details when we're moving too quickly. So just something to kind of keep in the back of your mind. But overall, I feel like this is a very positive energy in the sense that this person knows what to say when they need to say it, and they get their information across in a way that is very concise. The key word that I got from this here is concise. So honestly, both people do feel like a very good energy. Like you were saying, it's kind of hard to choose between the two. So it really winds down to what it is that you're seeking in the way that they deliver, right? Who's going to advocate for you the best? So again, we've got that very stable, very strong energy of the Emperor here for the female lawyer. And then we have a very quick-witted, quick-moving, very detail-oriented, I just heard, energy for the male. So yeah, trust your instinct and really just kind of go with that energy that you feel is going to benefit being able to speak for you the best. So that's what I've got here for you. Hopefully that helps.
I like the male. I mean, like I said, I like both, but I might go with the male since he likes to move things quickly, and I think he's
Oh,
funny too. He has a good personality.
all right. Sounds
Thanks
like
for
a
the
good match
call,
then.
Stacy.
All right.
I'll
Best of
call
luck.
back. Thank you.
Best,
Thank
best
you.
of luck.
Thanks.
Always lovely to hear your voice there. And we are out of time here. I'm going to try to squeeze in some things I've already pulled cards for, but man, we started to get some phone calls now, but it's like we were supposed to end at 7:30. So, and,
Um,
and I'm tired. I need to get going. Anyway, but
I
lots
gotta
of
cook
stuff.
dinner.
What's that, hun?
Oh, I've got to cook dinner.
You got it. Yeah. And besides, Ellie's has to cook dinner. Lots of stuff going on with Kay, and Ritu came in, and Kelsey came in. If we don't get to your question today, remember to tune in 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern, psychic.cafe/live, same phone number, 714-816-4628. On Saturday, Michelle will take your calls. And let me see here. We had done Jennifer's, and Kay had asked, how will S react to my status? Very interesting how she put that question. And I asked her, Kay, is your status something that you have not told us about yet? Because I'm pulling cards, and that's the impression I was getting. But and Kanu just came in. Hi, Kanu. I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name right. Sorry if I'm butchering it. Also, Anila asked about her reading, and I said in chat, Ellie already answered your reading. You're gonna have to scroll back, or rather rewind. You know what I mean? Go through the replay. So yeah, it was a little strange. She didn't answer back yet, so I'm going to assume that it's something that S doesn't know yet, because that's why she wants to know what the reaction will be. Well, the reaction is going to be, first of all, it's going to be balanced. And oops, I'm sorry, I still have the book club up there. Hold on. There's too many buttons and things to do on this show, I swear to God. I've only been doing it for 14 years. You'd think we'd have it down by now. But yeah, balanced. Yep. Justice. And the Knight of Cups coming in. Yeah, I don't think you have anything to worry about. I think his or her, S's reaction will be balanced and emotionally positive. And then the Fool card comes up to say, hey, just go for it. And then there was another question that was kind of interesting. Ritu said, in my dreams, and she used the pink hand. We're training these people. They're doing it the right way. I love it. You have to help me out with this, Ellie, because I'm not good on dream interpretation, but in dreams, my mother-in-law, who has passed on, was handing me a file. What can this mean? Well, it's really hard to interpret dreams. And also, the tarot cards are not really great with super specifics unless you spend a lot of time pulling cards and doing multiple types of questions. Yes, no questions, open-ended questions, pull cards, pull cards, pull cards. It takes about 30, 40 minutes to get something super specific. All right. Now, I did pull the High Priestess card, and what that tells me is that, notice in the dream, dreams are very symbolic. Instead of showing you what it was, and instead of giving you a symbol, she's handing you a file, which implies something covered. Okay, something not seen, which the High Priestess is all about that. That's why we've got the veil here and the secrets of the temple. This is Boaz and Yakim, the temple in Jerusalem, the original temple, with the two first front pillars. Okay, and the veil is covering the secrets within. So is it an invitation to open that? Possibly. I got the Ace of Cups as well. The 5 rivulets representing the 5 human senses. And the waters flowing back into the spiritual realm or into the subconscious, it's inferring, use your both ways, use your senses to program your dreams and to pull out of your dreams the information that you want. By the way, that's also implied by the High Priestess as well, because the High Priestess has all of these symbols of the moon card, which is closely related to dreams. So it's something that's covered. It's not seen. I feel like you need to program your dreams tonight as you're going to sleep and ask for that information to be revealed. And now, Ellie, what do you think about that question?
I love that it's dream interpretation. I love analyzing that. But what I recommend, whenever anybody has a dream that they're just kind of baffled on, break down the components of what really stood out to you. So, for example, the file. You mentioned that the file really stood out to you. What was in that file? So, what does a file mean to you? Does it usually mean something that's work related? Does it mean kind of something like, oh boy, a file? Or is it something that's like hidden secrets? Which is really interesting that Dax pulled the High Priestess, because I pulled a card from the Dreamgate Oracle, which is a deck that is specifically about working with your dreams. And the card that I got here was Familiar Steps. So this is all about trusting the things that you are like, you've had, what does it say here? Reoccurring dreams. So it's the things that you've seen before that really stand out and they just kind of repeat, that you instinctively, you're drawn to. Now with this is also about things that you know to be true because they're things that you're going through constantly. So maybe if you're focused on the file, what if it's possibly, just throwing some ideas out there, your mother-in-law who has maybe passed on some knowledge to you, maybe passed on something that maybe you heard in passing, but it just subconsciously stuck and not like super consciously. So it's something that you're trying to remember. It could be a meaning of like maybe a message that's kind of trying to come back up to the surface that could help you in some way and help reveal something to you that'll help you in moving forward. And yeah, that the High Priestess is really standing out to me because you see here the moon on this card.
Again, the moon.
Really, yeah. And the moon, again, is all about intuition. It's about illuminating the things that we're just kind of trusting ourselves to bring light to. So very interesting how that High Priestess came out. And yeah.
Well, with dreams, a lot of this stuff, people react to it passively. And I'm always saying, try being proactive or actively, meaning you don't have to just let them come the way they want to come, interpret them as best you can. You can literally program your subconscious to explain what's going on with this dream. So, as you're going to sleep, you're laying your head down on the pillow, lights are off, say that 1, I want XYZ dream to be explained to me. 2, and you don't have to say this out loud, you could say it in your head. And 2, that I will remember my dreams tomorrow, and put a paper and pen, like I always say, next to you on your nightstand there, and so when you wake up, first, don't even get out of bed. Like, you wake up, reach over, grab that, write down everything you can remember from those dreams. And it may take 2 or 3 days, nights. It may take, a week or 2 to get the information. And I love your idea about breaking things up. Like, for instance, I saw that file. Okay, it's hidden. Why is it hidden? And then there's like the mother-in-law. Why is it your mother-in-law? And like you said, what does that mean to you? What does the file mean to you? What else was in the dream? So yeah, break it all down. And it's what it means to you, by the way. It's your subconscious. Yes. There's dream interpretation encyclopedias and all this stuff. And, they're okay to check out, but don't hang your hat on it, because the thing is, symbolism is very dependent on the individual person. It's very personal. So only you can interpret your dreams. Now, people that are good at dream interpretation, they can nudge you along and they can help you. They can tell you what to look for, but they can't interpret the individual symbols, because a rose means something different to me than it means to somebody else. Like, for instance, my mom's name is Rose. So a rose, I think, mom. You get a rose, you're going to think something completely different. Same thing with the file. Does it have to do, when you think of a file, do you think of work? I don't have files at my work. So then, I look at it more literally. It's like something being covered and being hidden. And why is it that your mother-in-law is hiding that from you? I really want to know. Anyway, so if you figure that out, let us know.
Yeah, I mean, file could be anything. Again, could be of value, something that is kind of like a hint towards something valuable that you can kind of take into the
Yes.
future with you. So, very
And we had
cool. We should do more dreams.
I want more dream interpretation, even though I can't really interpret them really good, but we can still pull cards like I did. And it was perfect because it matched up with your card. What deck was that again?
It's a Dreamgate Oracle.
See, everybody go out and get the Dreamgate Oracle. And we're going to have to start a whole course on using the Dreamgate Oracle. There is your next course that you need to start, Ellie, is the Dreamgate Oracle Dream Interpretation and Lucid Dreaming course by
I
Ellie.
would love to. And surprisingly, it'll be led by somebody who doesn't remember her own dreams. So,
Yeah, you could work on that, And there's like Booter came in. And they were asking, oh, is that every Saturday? I think they were asking about, because I mentioned Michelle's show on Saturday. Yeah, it's not every Saturday. It's every other Saturday, but there is a show every Saturday. Okay. So we will be back on Saturday. Michelle and I will be anyway. And I think Ellie's joining me next Thursday. And then you're going to the concert the Thursday after that. Is that?
oh yeah, we're going to a baseball game.
Oh, baseball game. Someone said concert, and I couldn't remember what it was. And somebody, I think Charlotte, yelled out concert, or Michelle. Charlotte or Michelle. Anyway, and I was like, was it a concert? Oh, baseball game. That makes more sense, because I do remember you saying that now. And so next Thursday and the one after, I think I'm going to see if Michelle and Charlotte both want to be on the show. That would be
We
fun.
have to do a show where it's like all of us. That would be so much fun.
Yeah, we got to see when everybody can be on at the same time. Maybe a Sunday, one of those not dead Sundays, but like where we don't have, yeah, that would be really cool. That's right. Yeah. Anyway, I had a lot of fun. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for your phone calls and your questions in chat. Remember to come over to psychic.cafe and hang out with us in between shows. It's free. Come over and join. And if you want to send us a cup of coffee, it's down here in the scroll, psychic.cafe/coffee. There's Ellie's, by the way, /Ellie if you want to talk to Ellie. And we're going to get out of here. We didn't go later than I wanted, but it wasn't too bad.
We were having fun. We were having fun.
All
right, take care, everyone.
Bye, everybody.